Again, this is part 4. If you watch the last parts, you'll realise what we've done so far is we've got ourselves a little loading loop here. We've got ourselves a pretty functional set of stations from Barbara and Dad Church and one from Fobby. What I'm going to do now is show you how to use pre-signals. The main purpose I use pre-signals for is to let a train know which station to enter if there's more than one option. Okay, I'll show you with some industries because we've not done much with the industries yet. Where should we go from? What I want is one that produces goods. Oh, here we go. Oh, this would be perfect. Yes. Okay. What I'm going to do, I'm going to have a train bringing grain and livestock from Treeden Farm over to Sandwell Factory. But I'm going to rename them because I like to rename them. This one's going to be called Long Spoon. Where's Treeden? There we go. And this one's going to be Short Fork. So, from there you go, from Short Fork Farm to Long Spoon Factory. Here we go. So, come on. Oh yeah. Right, 2 tracks this time we want. Supplies, livestock and grain, that's what we're after. Oh, I should probably not, I should put it down a bit better actually. Short Fork Heights sounds like a book. Right, here we are. Oh, I'm so bad at building tracks. This is going to cost a poo load because I'm building on farms, but it can't be helped in this instance. Well, it probably could do. So, if you just excuse me quickly whilst I sort all this out. Oh, incidentally, I'm sorry for the weird kind of noise that keeps that my microphone seems to pick up. It sounds like an old kind of, like the fire sound effect you get in old computer games. I don't know why it does that. Is that what I need? I think that's more or less it. Yes. We just see, is this place going to accept goods? You accept goods, brilliant. The reason I want this place to accept goods is because the little system I'm about to implement, the little train system, is going to supply goods. Goods are a kind of generic name for a collection of bits and bobs you can supply from most industries. For example, this factory will create goods from livestock and grain and steel and stuff. And then you can give goods to cities. So, there we go. Right, how's that looking? It's looking alright, isn't it? Just going to add a few signals. Like I said before, we want everything to go one way, don't we? So, one like that there, one like that. This time I'll try and build them the right way, instead of having my one-way signals facing the wrong way. Cool. Do a two-way one there. Yes. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have 3 trains here. I'm going to have 2 trains taking grain and livestock, and 1 train taking goods from Long Spoon to Middle Spoon. You know, well, the problem is if I have 3 trains and I've got 2 tracks, well, now what's a guy to do? Well, I'll show you. Go to Short Fork Heights, then go to Long Spoon. I'm going to start modifying the orders as well. So I want him to go to Short Fork Heights, full load in either grain or livestock, doesn't really matter. Go to Long Spoon and unload everything. So this time he shouldn't leave until he's got himself a full cargo. I'll get another one as well. Actually, I'm going to stop that one. So the reason we're going to start implementing entry and exit signals and stuff is because I've paused it now. Here, you'll notice there's 2 tracks. What this train will probably do, I'm not going to risk it because I don't want to, is he'll probably come straight down and wait here and try and get into the back of this station, which simply wouldn't work, you know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start using these signals to tell him to take the empty station. The way we do that, we have an entry signal. Entry signals would go here, okay? And what the entry signal says is if I'm green, then carry on, then there's at least 1 entry for you. And then I'm going to build some exit signals here. And what the exit signals do is they tell the entry signal if there's a way in without destroying everything. I'm going to also do one there. Should be... Oh, I might not be able to do this actually. No, I didn't think it'd let me. Oh, how am I going to do this? Because it's very temperamental. It doesn't like you building certain places. I have a plan. 1 second. This should do. Let's remove that signal first. Here we go. If I do an entrance one here and an exit one there and hopefully there, should do it. There we go. Now what this should do, if I've done it all right, which I hope I have, is tell the trains to take the empty station. So, sorry, there's Simon. It won't make a difference here because they're both empty. But we'll notice it hopefully once we get up to here, once we get to Short Fork. So here we go. What's happened is my entry signal is green, one of my exit signals is red, but the other is green. Because one of these 2 is green, this guy's going to remain green as well. And look, watch what happens. So this guy's still filling up, and this guy will take the empty one, which is very handy. And he'll start filling up as well. And meanwhile, I'll create my goods train. So, one of these bad boys again. Goods van. Drum drum. Just a small one for now. I need to go to long spoon and fill up on goods. And then I want you to go to middle spoon and unload. So now what he'll do is he'll sit in long spoon until another train comes by and fills them up with livestock, or fills the factory up with livestock. And then once that's filled, the factory will supply him with goods, and then he can clear off. Just wait. Here we go. So let's look at this guy. So he'll leave. Then he should take the lower entrance. Yep, there we go. He'll deposit all his livestock and his grain, and then he'll start to fill up on goods. You see? And then as soon as he's full, he can clear off. They can both clear off, actually. There we go. Can't put a signal there, can I? No. There we go. And there we go. That's the whole point of pre-signals. It's useful in these smaller ones, but you can see how it would be a lot more useful in the much larger stations, the ones with kind of 5, maybe even more tracks. Yeah? How much money am I going to get from Middle Spoon? Not a huge amount, but better than nothing, I suppose. The only slightly awkward thing I've done is I've made it so my friend over here is going to have to go all the way around. But I'm going to change that quickly by... See, this is what I should be able to simply change it just by... Here we go, look. Ah, the beauty of my loading dock. Actually, I'm not going to do it there, because that's totally bypassing the entry signals I just made. One sec. There we go. One sec, Anthony. Whistleback yourself. And there we go. So now hopefully what he'll do, yeah, he'll come all the way around. He'll pop on in, and there we go. And I've created myself a little 3-train system here. It would even work if I added loads more of these trains, if I added even more of these livestock and grain trains and all that. It would still work. As long as I keep ahead of myself with signals and that, I can add as many trains as I like. I could add 100 trains and have 20 platforms, just as long as I know what I'm doing with signals. Okay? I don't know what I'll do in the next part. I'm not really sure if this is a Let's Play or a tutorial. It's kind of both, isn't it? Maybe I'll actually start playing next time, instead of just failing and showing you how to play. Yes, I know, I'm losing a lot of money. Oh, goodness me. Right then, that concludes part 4.